They live above the law, untouchable. Elites, billionaires, politicians, insiders, moving in circles you'll never touch. But there's a darker secret. Whispers of ritualistic abuse. Not rumors, not fiction. Patterns too chilling to dismiss. You've seen the hints. X posts screaming about coded symbols in art, fashion, media, survivor testimonies buried under lawsuits, court documents sealed faster than you can blink. This isn't conspiracy nonsense. It's a signal in the noise. Something's wrong, and they don't want you to look. Let's rip the veil off. Ritualistic abuse isn't just crime. It's power twisted into something grotesque. Private estates, secret societies, hidden networks. Victims, often kids, sometimes adults, silenced by fear, money, or worse. The powerful thrive on your disbelief, banking on you calling it crazy so they can keep operating. Go back in history. Cults have always existed. The Romans had their bacchanals, wild rites for the elite, cloaked in secrecy. Medieval Europe hid depravity behind secret orders, knights and nobles playing gods. Fast forward to the 20th century, the Franklin Scandal, 1980s Nebraska. Kids in foster care alleged horrific abuse by politicians, businessmen, even clergy. Witnesses were discredited. Some died mysteriously, and the case was buried. Look at Marc Dutroux, 1990s Belgium. A serial abuser whose trial exposed ties to high society. Police ignored leads, investigations stalled, and victims' families were left in the dark. Then there's Jeffrey Epstein, 2000s to 2019. His island wasn't a one-off. It was a hub. Flight logs, guest lists, and court filings tie billionaires, politicians, even royalty to his network. Epstein suicided before he could talk. His accomplices? Still free. Ex-users keep digging, posting logs and leaks the mainstream won't touch. Why? Because the gatekeepers protect their own. The patterns are undeniable. Symbols repeat. Owls, spirals, pentagrams, in places they shouldn't. Corporate logos, music videos, elite galas, even architecture. X posts track them across decades, linking them to ancient cults or modern scandals. One user broke down a fashion brand's logo, tying it to a 2,000-year-old ritual symbol. Another found a politician's tattoo matching a secret society's emblem. Coincidence? Once, maybe. Hundreds of times? That's intent. Survivors describe ceremonies, masks, robes, staged horrors, meant to break spirits. These aren't random crimes. They're orchestrated, symbolic, designed to bind loyalty or instill fear. Why rituals? Power, control. Some believe it's spiritual, sick ideologies promising influence through depravity. Others see it as psychological. Shared guilt cements loyalty among the elite. Imagine a room where the powerful commit unspeakable acts together. No one talks because everyone's complicit. It's a system, not an accident. X data points to clubs like Bohemian Grove, where elites gather in private or obscure fraternities with no public records. These aren't just rich guys networking. They're gatekeeping power, and the price is dark. Victims are collateral. Kids from broken systems, foster care, trafficking networks disappear without headlines. Adults too, coerced or blackmailed into silence. Ex-users share stories. A whistleblower vanishes. A journalist's career tanks after digging too deep. Survivors speak of being groomed from childhood, chosen for their vulnerability. One ex-post shared a victim's affidavit, detailing a ritual in a mansion, naming 3 billionaires. The post vanished, but thousands screenshotted it. Another survivor described being trafficked through a charity front, funded by names you'd recognize. These stories don't make the news, too raw, too inconvenient. How do they keep it hidden? Layers of insulation, private security, offshore accounts, legal armies. X posts expose shell companies moving billions, trusts shielding names, and charities with no oversight. The elite own the narrative. Media giants are their friends or employees. A journalist on X posted about spiking a story after a call from above. Another leaked emails showing a newsroom bearing a scandal tied to a senator. NDAs are standard. Victims, staff, even bystanders sign or disappear. When leaks happen, the machine spins, smear the whistleblower, call them unstable, or worse. Look at Epstein's case. Mainstream called it a conspiracy until the evidence was undeniable. Even then, the focus stayed narrow, avoiding the bigger network. The psychology is brutal. Victims are targeted for weakness, those society ignores. They're groomed, traumatized, broken. Survivors describe dissociation, memory gaps, rituals designed to shatter identity. Why? Broken people don't fight back. The elite use trauma like a tool, ensuring silence or compliance. Meanwhile, perpetrators are insulated. A billionaire's eccentric behavior gets a pass. A politician's indiscretion is buried with a payout. X shows their wealth moving, untraceable, untouchable, always one step ahead. But the evidence is there, if you look. It's messy, scattered, but real. Leaked emails, scrubbed websites, court filings that slip through. X is a goldmine, raw, chaotic, unfiltered. Users post screenshots of elite gatherings, bizarre art collections, or charities with cooked books. One linked a politician's philanthropy to a trafficking ring. Another exposed a CEO's private island with no public record. These aren't theories, they're leads. Dig into the Franklin scandal's court records, Dutroux's trial transcripts, or Epstein's unsealed documents. You'll find names, dates, connections, then silence. Hollywood's no exception. Beyond rumors, there are court cases, settlements, NDAs. X posts expose actors, producers tied to parties with rituals, not just abuse. Survivors describe staged events, symbolic, meant to dominate. Why? Blackmail. A director's silence buys his next film. A politician's loyalty secures a vote. It's a machine, oiled by fear. One X-user posted a leaked NDA from a major studio, silencing an actress about a private event. Another shared a producer's cryptic email, hinting at a ritual to seal a deal. These don't hit the news. Too messy, too dangerous. The symbols are key. They're everywhere once you see them. The all-seeing eye, checkerboards, butterflies. X-users map them in kids' shows, corporate logos, elite events. One post tied a tech giant's logo to an ancient cult sigil. Another linked a politician's ring to a secret order's emblem. Paranoid? Maybe. But when symbols appear at crime scenes and galas alike, you question. They're not accidents, they're signatures. Why does this matter? Because it's your world. Your taxes fund their wars. Your data feeds their algorithms. Your silence lets them thrive. They count on your apathy, your disbelief, your fear of being called crazy. But you're not stupid. You feel it. Something's off. The world's run by people who don't answer to you. They meet in secret, trade favors, and worse. X screams about Davos, Bilderberg, private jets to nowhere. These aren't just meetings, they're power grabs. Cracks are forming. X is a wildfire. People share, dig, connect. A leaked photo here, a whistleblower there. Survivors are speaking. On X, on fringe platforms, in court. They're naming names, risking everything. One post went viral. A victim's affidavit detailing a ritual in a mansion, naming 3 billionaires. Deleted but not forgotten. Another shared a trafficking survivor's story linking a charity to a senator. The powerful can't silence everyone. So what do? Wake up. Look with clear eyes. Dig into X, raw, messy, real. Cross-check every claim. Find court docs, leaks, survivor stories. Don't trust headlines. They're bought. Trust patterns. Trust your gut. When you see the same names, same symbols, same excuses, you'll know. Talk to friends, family, strangers. Share what you find. They want you divided, distracted, docile. Don't give them that. This isn't about fear. It's about power. Taking it back. The elite's game works in the dark. Shine a light. Demand answers. Why do powerful people meet in secret? Why do victims keep coming forward only to be silenced? Why do the same symbols haunt every scandal? Ask, dig, share. This is your world too. Don't let them own it. Spread this video. Break the silence. Truth doesn't hide forever.